what is the wisdom in choosing the Imam Mehdi from among the non-Arabs and in India particularly?
The wisdom is the same eternal wisdom which has been repeatedly discussed in the Holy Quran, and the wisdom which also is specifically mentioned or pointed at in Surah Jummah, where Surah Jummah speaks of the second advent of Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam. وَآخَرِينَ مِنْهُمْ لَمَّا يَلْحَقُوا بِهِمْ وَهُوَ الْعَزِيزُ الْحَكِيمُ ذَلِكَ فَضْلُ اللَّهِ يُؤْتِيهِ مَن يَشَاءُ وَاللَّهُ ذُو الْفَضْلِ الْعَظِيمِ. So, to receive guidance is no monopoly of any people or any nation or any countries. This has been the issue repeatedly raised during the advents of prophets earlier, and every time God rejected this demand from the people that the person which you raise, O God, should be from those people and that people and that people. God dispenses this question permanently by declaring, Ahum yaqsimuna rahmat rabbik, O Prophet of God, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The same objection is raised against you. Why from the Arabs? Why from Mecca, Medina, etc.? Ahum yaqsimuna rahmat rabbik. Will they distribute the rahmah of your Lord, Allah? So, zalika fadlullahi yutihi man yasha is reference to the same fundamental principle, that whenever and from whomsoever God chooses to send His messenger, it is His prerogative and it is not from men to interfere or question Him.
السؤال الثاني عن ما هي الحكمة في اختيار الإمام المهدي من بين غير العرب ومن الهند بالذات؟ أجاب سيدنا أمير المؤمنين عن هذا السؤال بأن الحكمة يقررها القرآن الكريم عندما تحدث عن بعثة النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم وقال هو الذي بعث في الأميين رسولا منهم، ثم قال وآخرين منهم لما يلحقوا بهم وهو العزيز الحكيم ذلك فضل الله يؤتيه من يشاء، أي أن هذا البعث هو فضل من الله لا يحق لأحد أن يقترحه على الله ولا أن يكون شيئا خاصا به هو، فالله تعالى هو الذي يختار من يراه مناسبا في أي زمن وفي أي مكان. وقد كان هذا الاعتراض أيضا ضد الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم عندما كانوا يريدون أن يكون النبي المختار من بعض القبائل الأخرى أو من بين عظماء الناس في نظرهم، وقد رفض القرآن هذا المعنى وقال أهم يقسمون رحمة ربك. هل هذه الرحمة في يد الناس؟ لا، إن الله سبحانه وتعالى هذا حقه وحده وهو الذي يختار من يشاء.
Another part of the same question should be answered in a different way, but it will in fact further satisfy the questioner, whoever it is. In the same Surah Al-Jummah which I refer to, Hazrat Aqdas Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam was addressed by somebody present, and a question was addressed to him. He inquired about who are these people who have not yet met us, but they would come at a later date. So people started wondering about the akharina minhum. The answer given was such a paragon of wisdom. It covers all the possible questions. And also it resolved the question just raised by you as to who who represents the second advent or would represent the second advent. Hazrat sallallahu alaihi wasallam in answer to this question said, "Law kana al-imanu inda thuraya lanalahu rajulun min haulai." And while he said haulai, he put his hand on the shoulder of Salman al-Farisi, the only non-Arab present among them. Was it accidental?
Yes.
Or was it designed by Allah?
Yes.
Obviously, nothing that Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam said or did was accidental. Ma yantiqu anil hawa in huwa illa wahyu yuha. So that hand which fell on the shoulder of Salman Rushdie was very significant. Salman Farsi. That rottenness, corrupt name has been so often mentioned nowadays. God forgive me. Thank you very much for pointing out. Hazrat Salman Al-Farsi. His name was chosen by Hazrat Aqdas Muhammad Mustafa Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam just to indicate that this time my representative would be from non-Arabs, not from the Arabs. Because otherwise there were so many Arab shoulders present, but his hand fell only on the shoulder of a non-Arab. Min haulai indicates that he would not be from among his progeny, but from these people, from Ajam. And it's so fascinating to note that Hazrat Salman Farsi didn't leave any progeny at all anyway. So this is a very indicative hadith and must have been divinely guided. Right?
ونجد إجابة أخرى على هذا السؤال في سورة الجمعة نفسها، فإنه عندما نزلت هذه السورة وقال وآخرين منهم لما يلحقوا بهم، سئل النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم من بعض الصحابة من هم هؤلاء الآخرين يا رسول الله؟ فأجاب إجابة رائعة تجيب على هذا السؤال من كل نواحيه. فقال لو كان الإيمان عند الثريا لناله رجل من هؤلاء. وكان سيدنا سلمان الفارسي موجودا، فوضع النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يده عليه وقال لو كان الإيمان بالثريا لناله رجل من هؤلاء. لم يقل من أبناء هذا الرجل أو من أبناء هؤلاء، وإنما قال من هؤلاء. وسيدنا سلمان الفارسي ليس من العرب، فكأن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يشير إلى أن الهداية في هؤلاء الآخرين لن تكون من أحد من العرب، وإنما من غير العرب وهم الأعاجم، سواء كانوا من الفرس أو الهند أو من أي بلد آخر، ولكن هذا الشرف سيكون لغير العرب.
The second very important point relating to the same incident is that Hazrat Salman Farsi did not belong to the family of Hazrat Aqdas Muhammad Mustafa Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and was not Ahl Bayt. Yet in many other traditions you read that the future Imam would be from among the Ahl Bayt. So this is the only dilemma which we face. Now this hadith is from Bukhari. That's very clear. With reference to the Quranic verse, Bukhari Ashab Kitab Ba'da Kitabillah very clearly indicates the future to be. But yet one must resolve these small issues as well. Why Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam mentioned that elsewhere that the future Imam would be from among the Ahl Bayt? Now this issue was resolved by him at another occasion, and again this shows the divine hand in all this plan of things. At Jang-e-Ahzab, at the battle of Ahzab, when people were distributed according to their clans and families, the only person who was beckoned by Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and told to come forward and stand among the Ahl Bayt was Hazrat Salman Farsi. And the famous, the beautiful reward given to him at that moment was, award I should say, that Salmano minna Ahl al-Bayt. No doubt was left as to the issue of his being Ahl Bayt. So that means also that the future Imam would be from among the spiritual Ahl Bayt, not the blood Ahl Bayt. So all these issues are resolved. What a perfect prophet he was.
يقول أمير المؤمنين أن هذا الحديث حديث صحيح في البخاري ولا شك في مدلوله بأن الإمام المهدي سيكون من غير العرب. وهناك أحاديث أخرى تقول إن الإمام المهدي سيكون من أهل البيت، وهذه تحتاج إلى توضيح. يقول حضرته أنه في معركة الأحزاب كان النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يرتب الصحابة أو الجنود بحسب قبائلهم أو بحسب مواقعهم، واختار سيدنا سلمان الفارسي ليكون معه وفي كتيبة أهل البيت، وقال قولته المعروفة: سلمان منا أهل البيت، وبذلك تبين معنى أن سلمان من أهل البيت، وأن هذا الإمام المهدي الذي سيأتي سيكون من أهل البيت.
This title was never given by Hazrat Aqdas Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam to any other person outside his family. Although we believe there are spiritual arabat, but as a title this was never given by Hazrat Muhammad.
ولم يشرف النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم أحدا من خارج أهل البيت بهذا اللقب إلا لسيدنا سلمان الفارسي، وهذا يدل على عظمة النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم، وعلى أن يد الله يد الوحي تلعب دورها في هذا الموضوع، فكل كلمة ينطق بها النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم إن هي إلا وحي يوحى.